Rebekah, Zetty, everybody.
So as you can tell from that, I'm very mature. I'm actually married though, which is kind of rare in LA, I think. But I love it, seriously. I love being married because I am finally getting hit on by men. And it totally seems like now that I'm not looking for the first time, they're like coming out of the woodwork or something, you know? Like last weekend, some guy used the best line on me. He looked at me and he said, "You're so hot, I almost want to rape you." Almost. That is not flattering. I'm almost rapeable. When I first met him, I knew that he was definitely maceable. But really, who am I to judge? Because I do not know how to flirt. Well, I don't know how to flirt in person. I'm kind of the master of flirting by Hallmark. So like the cute guy in college that I never talked to, I gave him a card with my number in it. Or the gorgeous barista, I gave him a card with my number in it. The hot UPS guy, he got a pop-up card. Like I said, I'm married now. I just turned 32. And I feel like being a grown-up totally snuck up on me, you know? Like, it's time to have kids now. And it's not so much that I want kids, but at this point I need a reason for all my stuffed animals. But I work for a toy game company, and so, I know, pretty cool. So I get to go around to different trade shows and see what's new, you know. Like there's this new crying baby doll. So when it cries, it sounds just like a real baby. And then you can also feed it, and it will grow. And it says, "I'm a big girl now." This is real. Because apparently Chucky wasn't causing enough nightmares. So I'm looking at this thing, right? And it's the most ridiculous thing ever. So I have to have one. So I get it, and I'm flying back to LA with it, right? And all of a sudden it starts crying. And I'm totally embarrassed because I have no idea what to do. So, you know, I pick it up and I give it a little shake. And it starts crying more. And so now I'm kind of freaking out, right? And I'm looking for the off button, which apparently doesn't exist. And I'm getting the stink eye from this woman in front of me, and then I can hear someone else back here saying, "That's why babies shouldn't fly." And so I don't know what to do, and I'm just shaking it more and more and telling it to shut up. And finally, the batteries die. And so, you know, I look around, I feel horrible. I said, "You know, guys, I'm sorry. These things are so annoying, right?" And they were so rude. Like, no one would look at me for the rest of the flight. Finally, at least the air marshal helped me with my bags, you know? That was nice. I feel like I don't fit in out here, you know? I'm from the Midwest. I moved here from Chicago. Woo! Woo! And I feel like the only sort of LA thing that I've got going is that I've had a problem with binging and purging. Really, I guess I really have the problem with purging because I kind of rock at binging. In the Midwest, we call that eating. But yeah, people always think that I have this really healthy diet, but I swear there is not a tube of cookie dough that I can't conquer, you know? Or a pack of expired hot dogs. You just rinse them off. I basically have the diet of an 8-year-old who's homeless. But it's how I was raised. You know, my parents didn't really believe in expiration dates. But it just says Best Buy. The best was not good enough for my family. No, like our milk, it was usually, a week better than the best. Or our meat was always special. There's a sticker from the manager telling us. Yeah, I kind of feel like as an adult, though, it's given me an edge. Like, I must have built up some sort of immunity eating all that stuff. So nothing is making me sick. Except vegetables. I don't eat those. But again, it's not my fault. I am a super taster. Really? Oh! So, I don't know if the rest of you know what a super taster is. But I learned about it from Oprah, so, it's true. But basically, there's this chemical in vegetables that most people can't taste at all. But it is completely disgusting to super tasters. And like anyone under 10, I guess. But yeah, so I'm a super taster. It's kind of like a superpower. Kind of a lame superpower. But I'm still gonna work it, Like I was thinking, I can call the president, or send him a card, and tell him that he should invite me to dinner because I could totally check his food and make sure it's safe. And I think I should have a super taster costume. I don't have all the details worked out yet, but obviously, elastic waistband. And I was thinking maybe I could join forces with a super smeller. Our biggest competition would just be a blind person. But really, I think I kind of just want to be a soap opera character. Because obviously life would be so much simpler. Like, you're only faced with really big decisions on Fridays. And even then, I would still have all weekend to think about it. And let's say my husband starts acting like a tool, or a serial killer. Then I can just ditch him for his identical twin brother, who's a doctor. And I wouldn't be stressed out all the time about being PC, because, there's one black person in town. And I would never need to buy another pregnancy test, because, Clear Blue Easy may be 98% effective, but being dizzy or nauseous in Port Charles, fail-proof. And then, okay, so I have the kid, right? So simple. I'm pregnant for like 5 months. I give birth. 2 years later, she's 18 and out of the house. That is the kind of life that I want. No drama. And that's it. Thank you.